What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review, very late review of Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 6, Episode 4. So if you haven't seen Episode 4 of Season 6 of Tyler Perry's The Oval, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's a simple, free, anonymous, easy way to support my channel. The best way you can support my channel. I am not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Also, comment below what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought about it. And if there's anything that I leave out or I'm off on or I forget, which I probably will because this episode came on Tuesday, but I am planning my baby shower, so it's been a lot of stuff going on, and like I always say, I try to get these reviews out as soon as I can, so this was the soonest that I could get it out, and this is what's happening. So comment below what you thought of the episode and all your opinions and whatnot. So from what I can remember about this episode, I'm going to grade it I'm gonna put it in between a B- and a C+ just because of the way it ended. I didn't see that coming, so I will probably put it in between a B- and a C+. That's me being gracious. I feel like maybe I'll change the grade at the end of this review as I talk about it, as stuff starts to pop up that I remember. But for now, I'm putting it in between a B- and a C+. So last chance, Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 6, Episode 4. If you haven't seen it, turn this video off so you don't get any spoilers. So, of course, the episode begins where we left off in last week's episode, where Eli barges into the break room while Bobby's cleaning himself up, and he grabs Bobby's shirt and smells it, and he's like, "So you are fucking my wife?" And then he asks Bobby, "Are you fucking my wife?" Bobby says, "No, of course." Eli, of course, is not believing Bobby. You know, Bobby just making excuses. You know, I drive her around. I hold her coat. That's probably why I smell like her. And he's like, you know, he brings up him sleeping with Priscilla, even though he hasn't slept with Priscilla. They confirmed it this episode. I couldn't remember on that. So he's like, I slept with Priscilla, and that has nothing to do with your wife, who's very attractive, blase, blase. Of course, Eli's not believing him, but he doesn't have any proof. So he's like, until I get some proof, he's like, if I get a hint that you sleeping with my wife, I'm going to have you. He says it in some other words, but he's like, basically, he's going to have Bobby killed. So Eli and Max both leave Bobby. Then Cal comes in and starts talking shit, making fun of Bobby. You know, just saying a whole bunch of irrelevant shit. Thanking Bobby for keeping Lily satisfied so he could have Donald to himself. Just saying dumb shit that Cal be doing. So then we get this scene. The dude, the police officer dude, Brian, who helped Lily at the hospital that day, and then Donald found out and ruined his life basically. So he calls Lily. He's offering to help get her out of her house. Lily, of course, refuses because she feels like Donald has so much power and blase blase. Brian tells her that, you know, I noticed there's no security outside your house. I'm outside your house right now. And then he's like, can I come in? And it's just like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, why do these Tyler Perry shows always make these niggas like this? Why do you want to come in? It's like, it's so weird. Like, some shit just don't be making sense. Like, why would you want to come in? So, of course, Lily refuses. She's like, no. Like, Donald's probably listening to our phone calls, probably watching you right now, blase, blase. She tells him to go away. Like, don't reach out to me again for your own sake. So we go back to the White House. Jason and Hunter are, like, still reeling from the fact that Hunter is able to walk again. Then Hunter realizes that when Priscilla caught Kyle in Victoria's vanity drawer, it wasn't for her. It wasn't to get Valium for Victoria, who was in the hospital at the time. I mean, in an infirmary at the time. It was actually to get drugs to keep Hunter paralyzed. So he's coming to this realization, and he's like, that's the evidence we need. We got to get those pills off of Cal. We need to go downstairs. So he's asking Jason, did you tell the agents how to get downstairs? Blase, blase. Jason's still talking about the shit that's in the tunnels that he has that he doesn't want to be judged about. He kind of gets ticked off and he storms out. Well, first they talk a little bit about Jason's sister Gail, who's played by I forgot her real name, but she also plays on Power as one of Tariq's little concubines. But we haven't seen her since like season 2. I don't even remember. But yeah, so like I said, Hunter brings up the tunnel. Jason says he doesn't want to be judged. He gets upset and he storms out. Hunter's like, well, fuck this. I'm going to go down there myself. So then we get the scene. Simone calls Priscilla. She wants to basically hear from Priscilla's mouth that if she's sleeping with Bobby or not. Priscilla says, no, I haven't slept with Bobby. That's when we get the confirmation. I mean, well, not we get the confirmation. I got confirmation because I couldn't remember if Priscilla slept with Bobby or not. I couldn't remember. Like, the over been gone off for so long. But, so yeah, we get the confirmation. She didn't sleep with Bobby. She's like, but I want to. They both basically agree that they are using Bobby to make their husbands jealous. And of course, Bobby knows this too. Simone lies and tells Priscilla she hasn't slept with Bobby. Even though Priscilla's like, I don't care what you aren't doing with him. And then Simone suggests, I should call Lily. Like, she needs to join us. And it's just like, join y'all in what? Priscilla's not sleeping with Bobby. And Lily probably ain't even going to want to be involved. She's talking about she might have some insight. She ain't going to have no damn insight. Only thing she'll tell y'all is that Donald's in the closet, which Priscilla probably already knows. So Max and Bobby are standing at their post. Max, of course, continues to warn Bobby about sleeping with all these women. Bobby doesn't feel like he can be touched. He's like, I'm safe because I got stuff on these. I got so much shit on these people. And Max is like, that doesn't make you safe. That doesn't matter what you got on who. Then Bobby decides he wants to go take a break, a nap, or whatever, because they've been working nonstop and haven't been relieved yet. So we go in the Oval. Eli is spiraling over the whole Bobby situation. Donald's trying to calm him down. Donald tells Eli he can have Cal look into it. So Donald calls Cal, tells him to keep an eye on Simone to see if she's having an affair with Bobby. So then Eli tells Donald, if Kyle fucks up, I want him castrated. And Donald was like, oh, I didn't know. You're so timid and nice. I didn't think you had that in you. You had some bite in you. But either way, so Eli's like, I want to go lay down. Donald's like, I have a room for you. Donald basically suggests that Bobby and Max be relieved so they can see where Bobby goes when he gets off. And Eli's like, okay, cool. And so he's like, well, who's going to guard me? And Donald's like, well, I'll have Alonzo and Kane. I couldn't remember that other agent's name. His name. But we know the agent, the one that was holding Simone when she was down locked up or whatever. But y'all know the agent that I'm talking about. So apparently his name is Kane. I probably forget it again, but for now they said his name a couple times in this episode. So I was like, okay, his name is Kane. I remember now. So he's like, I'm going to have Alonzo and Kane guard you. And Eli's like, no, I would prefer Sam. I would much rather it be Sam. And Donald's like, okay. Just for Donald he leaves the room and he goes to Max because Max is the only one standing guard at this point. And he's like, go find Bobby. You guys are relieved for the night. And then Alonzo and Kane walk up and Donald tells them that they're going to be guarding the president for the night. And I'm just like, because he just told Eli he was going to get Sam. But Sam wasn't there anyway. Sam's at home, so. So then we get to seeing Priscilla. She calls Bobby. She asks him, like, do you have proof that Victoria and Eli are sleeping together? Simone told me you had proof. Bobby's like, well, why do you want it? And Priscilla's like, well, I want to give it to Hunter so he can take them, so he can destroy them. And Bobby's like, well, that's not wise. He's like, I got my own agenda that I want with this evidence. They talk a lot. I mean, a lot about nothing. They both basically agreed to end whatever they had going on because they never slept together. Priscilla tells Bobby, you were a simple pawn to make Sam mad. Bobby's like, I already knew that, blase, blase. Then they do end up agreeing to meet up so Bobby can potentially give this evidence to Priscilla. I don't know if he's going to actually do it or not. So they end the call, and then Max comes in and tells Bobby that they're relieved for the day. Bobby doesn't even find it suspicious that Alonzo and Kane are the ones that will be relieving them. He's just like, fuck it, I'm off. So as Sam is walking up the stairs in his house, in him and Priscilla's house, he hears Priscilla moaning Bobby's name, and he rushes to the bedroom door, busts it in. You know, of course, Priscilla was in there by herself playing with him the whole time. Sam tries to get to the bed, and Priscilla's like, you're not sleeping in this house, sleeping in this bed, blase, blase. Sam walks around her, starts undressing as he's about to get in the bed. And Priscilla's like, okay, go ahead, watch what happens if you sleep in this bed, basically threatening him. They go back and forth, have a back and forth. Priscilla storms out. Sam yells that they need to get a divorce. So then we get this final scene. Richard gets home. He sees all these empty liquor bottles on the table. This is when Dale comes out, and Richard's like, what are you doing here? And Dale's like, well, Nancy said I could stay here. And he's like, okay. Oh, excuse me. So then he's like, where is Nancy? And Dale's like, she's upstairs sleeping. Richard asks who drank all this liquor, and Dale's like, she did. Nancy did. So Richard's like, Nancy don't even drink like this. So next thing you know, it's a knock at the door. And I knew I wasn't tripping. So the dude that Sam caught Nancy sleeping with was Richard's father, if I'm not mistaken. So he knocks at the door. He comes in, and he says that he just came by to give his condolences about Barry. Richard tells him to get the fuck out, but then Nancy comes down, tells him to stay. Tells Richard, oh, we getting a divorce, so he can stay. He's more of a man than you'll ever be. Starts talking trash to Richard. Blase, blase. Tells Richard that Sam caught them having sex. And then she going off on Richard, yelling at him or whatever. Then Richard grabs the knife and stabs his dad. And that's how the episode ends. And that's why I say I would put it in between a B- and a C+. Although Sam did say in the last episode, if Richard comes home and finds them there, he gonna kill everybody in the house, blase, blase. But I didn't think he was gonna grab the knife and actually stab that nigga. That shit was crazy. And if that's actually his dad, if that's his dad, the shit already been crazy. Because she had Picky by Richard's father. So Richard wasn't even the father, let alone didn't even know about Picky till like a couple of episodes in the first season. But yeah, this episode was a cool little episode. It wasn't too much going on. Yeah, it was alright. I would put it in between a B- and a C+. Only because I didn't know Richard was going to do what he was going to do. So, yeah, those are my little thoughts or whatever for this week's episode. Comment below what you thought of the episode, what you would grade it. If there's anything I left out or I forgot or I was off on, or you just have an opinion, of course, just leave in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support my channel. If you sat here for 14 minutes and watched this review, then you could take 5 seconds out your time to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't cost you no money. It's anonymous. It's free. I don't even know. The list goes on and on how it's the best way to support my channel. So like and subscribe. Comment below. Thanks for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.